Another classic dish. Let's get started on this meatloaf. JB Sutton's hands. Let's get to it. So the only vegetable I'm gonna use is just half an onion. And I'm gonna chop these up into little small pieces. I know my granddad, he like to use celery in his meatloaf, so that's cool. I see people using carrots, whatever fits you. But this is my grandma recipe. Love you, appreciate it. But we're gonna cook these onions, brown them, really bring out that flavor into this meatloaf. So we just keeping it simple. Just butter and onions. We're using 2 pounds of 80% lean ground beef. Keep in mind that this will shrink. If you don't want that, I suggest maybe using 93%. It costs a little bit more, but you won't have to worry about that shrinkage. All right. So I'm gonna set this to the side. We're gonna grab us some fresh parsley. Just add a little color to this. Get some nice little chop. So all the seasoning in this, very basic seasoning. Some garlic powder right here. A little bit of onion powder. We're gonna go heavy on this. We are using 2 pounds of meat. And a whole lot of, this is sea salt. Get some cracked black pepper. We got our cooked onions from earlier. About 2 tablespoons of this. Now we're gonna add us and some ketchup. Yeah, make sure you shake it up. You don't want that ketchup juice. Just add about a couple tablespoons of this. All right, we're just gonna use our hands. Just gonna mend all this together. Just keep folding it till you get it evenly mixed. So I left a little hole in the middle. We're gonna add us 1 egg to this little hole. I'm gonna take about half a pack of Ritz crackers. Crush these up. Crush these up. Gonna add it right to our mix. See people using breadcrumbs. You can use those as well, but the Ritz crackers just a little bit sweeter. And we're just gonna add our Ritz crackers in 2 parts just to make sure we get it evenly distributed inside the meat. But just, keep one hand clean. You don't need one hand to mix this up with. Just keep working. So I would recommend using a glass loaf pan like this one. The meat not gonna stick and it's easy to clean. Plus it's gonna help it hold that shape. So we got the oven already preheated about 375. And we're just gonna let this cook for 25 minutes before we baste it. But just pack this down in here real tight. And now we're just gonna pop it in the oven. So I'm just gonna use about half a can of this Hunt's tomato sauce for the top of our meatloaf. And the only thing I'm adding to it, just a little bit of sugar. You can do it to how sweet you want it. I don't want it too sweet, so this is about 2 tablespoons of sugar. But you can, stir it up, taste it to see. Just give it a little taste, see how you like it. Yeah, I need to add some more. All right, so it's been about 30 minutes. Just gonna pour some of this excess fat out of our meatloaf. We're gonna base the top of this with our tomato sauce. So I like to add a thick layer to this. And we're just gonna pop it in the oven for about another 25-30 minutes. And then our meatloaf is done. Here it is. That's beautiful. It's still nice and juicy. Look at that, look at that. And let's see how we did. Just how I remember it. Like always, thank you guys for watching. I always appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Please give the recipe a try. Turned out perfect. JB Sudden Hands, y'all. Meatloaf.